Hi everybody, welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button you see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also a bell that's beside that subscribe button, and I always recommend that you press it. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening, supposedly, is YouTube will inform you that I did upload a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button and ring that bell, and you'll be in the know. Also, while you're in that area, for everybody, I hope when you enter into watch my videos and you're enjoying my content that you will take a moment to give me that thumbs up. It's found right underneath the video. It is important on the YouTube platform for a YouTuber to grow, so I thank you very much for doing that ahead of time. Like I said, is that thumbs up found right underneath the video. I do appreciate it. All right, today I'm really excited to share with you my first order arrived for the Boxy pop-up. I have been enjoying so much this Boxy pop-up that it has changed my purchasing pattern. Usually this time of year, you know, during the Christmas holiday season, the sales are so fantastic, and I usually wait and I make my lists and I do everything like that. But since Boxy pop-up started in my world, it has changed completely. I used to be really happy when I would get 50% off, you know, a $50 palette for $25. Now with the BOXYCHARM boxes where you get like 5 full-size items for $5 and there's usually a palette in there, it has really changed my pattern with what my wants, you know, were and on my list. So there were so many great deals that I kept, you know, my cool, and I did not do, because also I recommend really highly, unless you really fall in love and, you know, with a product, which used to be me before, wait, because the sales are happening so much quicker that it's blowing my mind. Even like Patrick Starr's new product launch, his palette's already 50% off at Sephora. So just like I'm saying, and then you got the BOXYCHARM world, where in Boxy pop-up, it's not 50% off, it's more like 80 or 90% off. And I'm having the opportunity to try brands that were on my list that I was curious about, but I wasn't going to spend the dollars on. But when it showed up in the Boxy pop-up store, and some of them are in today's, I'm going to share with you. So this, like I said, is my first order. And as you know, on the Boxy pop-up, if you're not familiar, how I always go in is I filter. And I make sure to go from lowest to highest, because you have a $25 threshold to get free shipping on the Boxy pop-up. And that's pretty much where I want to go and where I went in for. So it was really just to see how it's all about. But when I saw the prices and I saw some of the products, and there were ones that were on my curiosity list, I was overly ecstatic. But there was also one that I really wanted and I didn't get it in my boxes, and it showed up there and I couldn't believe it. So I had the opportunity to get that too. Everything here is between $3 and $6, which blows my mind. So we have, and they're all high-end brands. So I have 6 products. And like I said, I think I paid $26 plus tax. I mean, it blows my mind. So when my box came, it came in the this brown box. In my thumbnail, I did it with the box that I got in November, so that you would know that it was a BOXYCHARM product. The only way that you would know that it was a BOXYCHARM box coming is if you looked really closely on the shipping label. Otherwise, it's just a plain brown box. So it was really exciting that I got it. Okay, let me start with you what the first items that I chose. The first item, and I'm going to just do it by the way that it showed up on my invoice that I got. You don't get any paperwork or anything in the box. This is just, I keep this for myself so that when the products come in, I'm able to make sure that everything that I ordered was in the box, and I suggest that everybody does that too. All right, the first one is from a brand that I was really curious about, and it is called KAB. KAB is a brand new brand that is, it's a Bravo mother and her family, her 2 daughters that are doing this. That's what the KAB, the K is for Kim, and her 2 daughters' names are on this. What blew me away was I saw this brand being introduced in some other boxes. On my channel, I really get my main 2 boxes on my channel are the BOXYCHARM boxes as well as the Ipsy. That's the world that I have fallen in love with, and that's the world that I really find all my purchasing dollars really go towards. I do dabble in a couple of other boxes, but as certain boxes went away, I didn't replenish with other boxes because BOXYCHARM is growing and Ipsy is growing, and when they're adding new boxes and changing, that's where I'm putting my dollars towards. So, and then they have all these other deals like the pop-up and the shopper and all these other things that with those 2, I really feel like I'm everything that I want is truly covered. All right, so KAB, like I said, this is for some reason I'm going blank, but I know she was in the Bravo. She was in one of the Real Housewives, and then she has her own show now with her family. I think it's called Don't Be Tardy or something like that. But this is their brand of, and they're very much into makeup, so it was inevitable, and they're connected also to FabFitFun, but I love that they created their own product line. But this is what's going to blow you away. This beautiful packaging with this high-end, like I knew if they were going to put their name on something, it was going to be beautiful. And like I said, I saw a couple of girls that get other products in other boxes that I don't get that got these type of products. So when I never even saw anything with BOXYCHARM ever even having this. So the fact that this was in their pop-up sale blew my mind. So this one here is a lip pencil and a gloss, and I paid for this whole set $3. I couldn't even get a lip pencil for $3, and definitely not of this caliber at the drugstore. So that's what I mean by the prices being so amazing. We're getting better than drugstore prices for brands and high-end brands that I don't know, like I say all the time, I don't know how he does it, but I'm not complaining, I'm just enjoying. All right, so here we go. So in this one was called Charming, and this is what the product looks like, and went on very, very smoothly. That is what that looks like there. And then the matching gloss, oh, it is thick, and it is that perfect doe foot big applicator that you can usually get as much product, as you want for like a one swipe application. And I know some of you girls on YouTube do those, you know, one finger, one swatch, and I think this would be a great one for that. So that's what that looks like here. And now the next one that I got is from JECCA BLAC. This was one that I saw being opened up in a couple of the girls' boxes that I didn't receive it. And it is a liquid corrector, and it was only $3. So I said, for $3, I'm gonna try it. And the reason I did was I really enjoy correctors. I've been using for a very long time the Becca one that is, it's not a peachy tone, it's almost like a champagne-y tone. It has some light deflecting, and I find when I put that on underneath my eyes before I do my foundation and then I do my concealer, that's how I do it. And it's really reversed from how I used to do my makeup years ago. I used to always put my concealer on first and then put my foundation over it, and I reversed it, and it made a big difference when I started using correctors. I do not have large dark circles. I know a lot of girls, it's hereditary and they have it. I have a little bit of, you know, but that's just from, you know, working the hours that I work and traveling and stuff like that. It's nothing, you know, that you know, if I got a good night's sleep, that it would go away. So it's just something that I find makes a big difference when I put it on under my eyes, the Becca one, and then it gives a little bit of a light deflecting, and I find that my under eyes, and when I put my makeup on over it, I just find it makes a big difference. So when I saw that this was available for $3 and other girls had the opportunity to try it, I wanted to have the opportunity to try it too. So this one, from what I saw, it has a peach tone. And with these, what I recommend is take a little bit, put it in between your two fingers, and then put it on like you would an eye cream, because otherwise you're going to get way too much. Yeah, see, it's very dark, so you have to be very careful that you spread it out almost thinly so that you don't have too much of, you almost use it like as a color corrector, so that the darkness and the peach kind of makes the skin become that perfect skin tone again. So like I said, I'm really happy to have the opportunity to have been able to get it for $3 so that I didn't have FOMO, and I had the opportunity to try almost all the products then that were in the boxes, because I do get 2 boxes. All right, the 2 base boxes and 2 premiums. So usually I'm pretty covered. I know with Choice, usually I'm pretty covered, but there's a lot of times, and that's why I enjoy the pop-up so much, that if I didn't get something in my box, majority of the time it shows up in the pop-up, and at great prices that we're able to add it, you know, for prices that are like crazy. The next one is a brand that I have fallen in love with, and I have to thank BOXYCHARM for that. This is Milk Makeup. And now Ipsy is carrying it as well, and I've had the opportunity to try a lot of skincare products from them, and most recently I tried the mascara, which I fell in love with. It is a waterproof mascara, and usually I steer clear of waterproof mascaras because a lot of times it's hard to take off. The Milk Makeup one was a fantastic one, and it came off with my regular Garnier micellar water with the pink tap, which is just my regular, it's not for waterproof, it's what I use to take off any eye makeup, be it waterproof or not. And this totally impressed me. So when I saw there was another product from Milk that I haven't had the opportunity to try, and it was an eyeshadow primer, I grabbed it. And it's just as heavy if you got the mascara. It is just as heavy a component as that. So this is so high end. And this one is called the KUSH Lash Primer, and they're saying it is called White Widow, and it is $4. Which is less expensive than the ones that I use all the time. And I always use, you know, the primer for my mascara, be it in Drugstore, I use the one from L'Oreal, and for higher end, I use Lancome. And I find it's really made a difference in my lashes. I never have lash fallout anymore since I started using primer, and I've been using it for years, and it's a step that I don't miss. And this wand is really interesting. It's got like a twist twirl to it, which is really beautiful. So like I said, I pay more than $4 for my L'Oreal one. So for $4 to have the opportunity to try, I am ecstatic. And like I said, these are things that, like, once I'll try this, and if it's still available, I'll probably go back in and choose a backup to it, because like I said, it's even less expensive than my Drugstore, and it's a primer that I use all the time. And I always use a mascara, a primer all the time. The next one is also from that brand called Cab that we already talked about. And this was one that they had 3 different products that you could have chose different colors. And it was called BlushMeUp. And the one I chose is in Strawberry Shortcake. And this one is $4, which, like I said, to even buy like one blush from the drugstore would be more than that. And it comes with a full mirror, so I'm just going to cover that. And it also has the shield, which has their name on it. Everything, they did not miss a beat. And I knew if they were going to come up with their own makeup brand, because they love makeup so much, that it would be one that I had to try. So this is what it is here, and it has just numbers as the colors. So I'll do a little bit of swatching on these. And we have 319. Oh, it looks like there's a little bit of a crack in that one, but nothing to write home about. And like I said, $4. And then 317, and then 325. And that's what those look like here. And I'm just going to do a second swatch because they're coming across, they're feeling very creamy, but the color is not coming out as dark as I thought it would. But a lot of girls prefer that, because you're able to, and so do I, you don't have to blend too much, and you can go in with a little bit more of a heavy hand, which I have anyways. So it just takes a lot of the blending out that you don't have to do. So really excited to have the opportunity to share that with you guys and show you and tell you a little bit about the brand if you're not familiar with. The next one that we got was from Alamar. And Alamar is a brand that I have fallen in love with, and again, I have to thank BOXYCHARM. I got introduced to Alamar, and she is one of these newer brands that I think there's a connection even with Kathleen Lights and with BOXYCHARM as well, because for a newbie to be able to get her products in a BOXYCHARM box is mind-blowing, because BOXYCHARM has the real estate to, you know, their boxes is a marketing genius, because if you have the opportunity to put your products, and especially if you're a new brand, into a box that has the reach that it has through social media, it's just, you know, and all your cost is to, you know, to sell him the products at, you know, the cost of your product is just so brilliant. Anyways, this is from Alamar. This is their lip product, and it takes everything in me not to purchase their products when I see all the sales, because I know if there's a relationship or if it's going to show up in a box, I want to make sure that I didn't pay full crack for it. And even when it goes on sale, you're not going to get it for these type of prices. This ended up costing me $6. This is in their number 3 nude collection, and the nude collection was just stunning. And this is what this one looks like here. And like I said, now we have the opportunity to try products for less than drugstore prices with higher end brands, or brands that are ones that really intrigue us, and that's what this one does for me. And then the last product, I'm just going to see if I can wipe some of this off. The last product that I received and that I chose was one that didn't show up in my boxes. And as I've mentioned, I get a couple of base boxes, and I get a couple of premiums. And the fact that I didn't get this, I could not believe it. But I was keeping my fingers crossed that is either going to go on sale on her site, or it would end up showing up in some Boxy pop-up or add-ons, and it wasn't showing up at all. And then it did. And this is what I'm talking about. It's called the Spanglish. So I just have to be patient because, like I said, my needs are really overabundantly covered. It's really just once. So this one here is the Spanglish. And this is the Alamar Cosmetic. And this was $6. And I don't know if I mentioned this one is also $6, and it's in the Nude 3. All right. And this one didn't come with a sheet to one of those shields, which surprised me a little bit. And there was a little bit of fallout. It's more on the mirror side, but you can see a little bit on the top there. So it really surprised me that this didn't come with that at all, because I just assumed it would, because I know, like, when you're, you know, building a brand and all the things that you like about that you have the opportunity to put into your own brand, you try not to, you know, miss out on a couple of things. But for some reason, mine didn't have that shield. I don't know if you guys can share with me if you got this as well. If yours came with a shield and maybe mine just didn't, I would love to know that as well. So there's 8 colors in here. 4 of them are mattes and 4 are shimmer shades. I'm just going to swatch them quickly to show them to you guys. Her pigments are usually, yeah, really, really strong. And beautiful. They go on beautiful. Like I said, I have her blushes, I have her bronzers, I have her her eyeshadow palettes, I have her liners, I have her glosses. I really, really enjoy her line, and whenever I see that it's available, it is the first thing that ends up in my cart, because I think it's fantastic, and I love being able to support, you know, smaller cosmetic companies. I know they call them like indie brands and things like that, but to be able to have the opportunity to have your products in a BOXYCHARM box, look at that. Is that not beyond stunning? It is mind-blowing to me. And to be able to access any eyeshadow palette, you know, for $6, when you know this is a higher end, you know, manufacturing process and everything, it just blows my mind. So once again, everybody, I just wanted to share everything with you. That's how I do my purchasing. I try to share with you guys everything that I do. Like I said, there's so much out there, and the fact that we have the opportunity to have to be able to try products that are the higher end brands for less than drugstore pricing, it gives us that opportunity to try. And if you only have a certain amount of dollars that you want to spend, and like me, you know, I try to hit that threshold and then I call it a day, and then I wait, and then he kept it open so much longer that I did end up going back a couple of times when my boxes came and I didn't receive other items. I went in to see if they were available there, and then he kept adding on deal after deal after deal. So like I said, most of my dollars right now go into the BOXYCHARM Ipsy world. The retail is very minor unless I get a major coupon or something, and I share that with you as well, or there's another deal out there that I think is so great that it's the same as if the prices were like this, and that's what I share with you guys as well. As always, I appreciate so much that you guys take any time out of your day that you choose to spend it with me here, so thank you. But more importantly, during this time, it is so important that everybody continues to stay safe so we can all stay well, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.